So I've been asked to do some advice for self-publishing. Now, first off, self-publishing is difficult. It basically means that you don't get the backing of a publisher, you don't get the agent, you don't get the advertisement they offer, you don't get their name to help you forward. Anything like that is just gone. You're on your own, and although it's quite easy to self-publish now, especially with CreateSpace, because they just put you directly through to Amazon, it's difficult to market books when they're self-published. You do have to do a lot of legwork, and this is why my advice to authors, I've mentioned about social media, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, a blog maybe, anything to get your name talked about. Now that doesn't mean literally anything. That doesn't mean get fame however you possibly can. That doesn't mean pull your trousers down in front of a shop. It means speak to people, pass your name around, tell people you're an author, tell people about your book, promote yourself. You don't necessarily have to spend money to do it, but it can help if it's spent in the right place. That's not to say go and spend £200 on Facebook on advertising. I'm not saying that, because that is probably not a good start. To start with, stick with the free stuff. Once you've made some money, invest it into advertising, because your name gets out more people like your page, more people go to your YouTube page, more people go to your Twitter feed, more people see your book, more people look at your book, more people buy your book. It's a cyclical motion. Sometimes it doesn't work very well because not enough people see it, or not enough. It's purely a numbers game. Out of every certain amount of people, someone is going to like your book or like the look of it. Someone is going to buy it, is what I'm saying. The problems with self-publishing are that it's difficult to advertise, it's difficult to stand out in the swarm of self-publishing books, it's difficult to sell anything that isn't smut, and it's also difficult to get any money from it because the royalties are crap. Publishers generally pay you in advance and basically just buy the rights for it, which means that you get a certain amount of money and they print the book and make all the money from it. That means that they could be either rolling in riches while you've got a certain amount of money that they've given you, or that you get quite a bit and they get nothing because it's crap and no one buys it. On the other hand, some publishers work slightly differently. That's how I know them to work. I do think some of them work slightly differently. I'm not entirely sure, though. I'd have to look into it. Haven't really looked into publishers that much, and the payment schemes at least, because I've never actually gone to a publisher in a sense. I did once with Amnesia, and they got back to me and told me that it wasn't really what they were looking for. Now that I'm writing bigger books for my fantasy project, I might actually approach a publisher once I've edited it, and I'm going to be a lot more serious with the editing. Literally, I'm going to need proofreaders and everything for the fantasy project if I'm taking it to a publisher. I cannot afford to to screw that up. What I do think is important in self-publishing is don't sell yourself short. Don't tell people, oh yeah, I wrote this book, and then when they ask you, is it do people think have you had any reviews? Don't say, oh yeah, people think it's okay. You've got to say, yes, I've been told it's amazing. Unless it is a case of people just said meh, and then be honest. But I mean, don't sell yourself short. Don't say, oh yeah, people don't really like it, when you've got 5-star reviews on Amazon. What's the point? Give yourself a hype. Don't be afraid to be confident. Don't be afraid to be a little bit cocky. It's okay to be proud that you have a book. Okay? It's okay to be proud that you have that achievement. I personally, when I'm feeling a bit kind of low, I will literally go on Amazon and search my name to get a self-confidence boost. And I am not ashamed of that. That is just something that I do to make myself feel better when I've had a crap day. Okay? and I think everyone is allowed to do something that they like, and even if it is a little bit like kind of like self, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, it's a little bit narcissistic, little bit, you know, little bit cocky. Um, I like doing it. I just think it just lifts me up after a crap day. Um, so you know, it's okay to be proud. It's okay to be a little bit cocky about having a book. Don't go over the top with it. Don't start thinking you're better than people because you published a book and they haven't. It's not the way it goes. It is literally just a case of you have bragging rights. Don't overdo them. There is a limit to how much you can brag about having a book before people will literally just tell you to go away. And that's putting it politely. I, however, have published 3 books, so I got 3 sets of bragging rights. So, yeah. Yeah, so, also, if you're going to publish a book, go for it. Do it. Whatever you want to do. Try and publish more than one. Because chances are you're not going to be in EL James. You're not going to publish one book and make thousands from it. You're going to want to publish many books. You're going to want to push them out one after the other, and hopefully somewhere in the flood of books, one of yours is going to stand out to a lot of people and you're going to make some money from it. Because I'll tell you now, it is very difficult to stand out when there is just thousands and thousands and thousands of self-published books coming out every single month. Constant romances and stuff like that. And I mean, your subject matter's got to stand out. Your characters have got to stand out. You've got to make sure people know about it, even if that's just a small group of friends who tell other people. But do try and get other people to tell other people, because word of mouth is the fastest way to get someone to know about your book. Business cards might be a good idea if you've got some money to invest into it. I got business cards. Keep forgetting I have them. Keep forgetting to take them out. But I have them. I might take them to work actually tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, it's all relative, really, as to what you can do. If you have any ideas on what you can do to market yourself, feel free to comment them below or in my video on advice for authors. This has been probably one of the most interesting videos I've done for a while. I'm quite pleased with that. If you have any more questions about self-publishing in general, feel free to comment below. If you've got any ideas for videos, also comment below. I'm going to disappear now for a little while. I'm going to upload a video that I filmed earlier, and yeah, so thank you for watching. Bye for now.